Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DGM. This is Dr. Gem Mint, and I wanted to discuss with you guys the beauty and danger of having such a rare and sought after card market. If you guys been liking the content, please like and subscribe. And today we're just gonna dive in and really analyze: is it a good thing that Lorcana is so rare? And then the fact that they are so rare now, and the top hits are literally $5,000, $3,000, $2,000 raw, $20,000 PSA 10, $15,000 PSA 10. It is a lot of money for a lot of these top cards, and as we're starting to see, the sealed product is becoming unobtainable. Just from slowly scrolling, you see that this Buzz Lightyear, which is an absolutely, and then that's the crazy thing about what's going on. These top cards, they are absolutely stunning. Because this Buzz Lightyear, incredible looking artwork. Mickey Mouse, incredible artwork. If you look at every single iconic card, it literally resembles what makes Disney so amazing outside of the card market, is that they don't miss when it comes to design and beauty. I think all of these, every single one of these iconic cards are amazing. And then our honorable mention iconic, which is the Honey Wizard, which is truly an Enchanted, but this one is absolutely stunning as well. It just makes it so incredibly hard to get these cards, because they are truly are beautiful. They're amazing cards. They exemplify what the character is so well. They exemplify what Disney is, and an imagination of what it means to be a part of the Disney family. So it's hard to see a world. It's hard to see a world where this would ever be at a lower value. And as you go through the market, even though these prices are sky high, there's 10 listings of the Buzz, 1 listing of the Mickey, 9 listings of the Meridia. Minnie has no listings. Ariel has 6, 4, 5. It's impossible to get these cards, and then the listing is 2 or 3x what the last listing was. So if you have any dreams to get these cards, it is you have to overpay and then just never buy a card again, basically just to buy up this one card, because they are just so expensive now. They have so much value. They are just something that not every collector can get. And then this is what we ran into when I was a part of the Fortnite community. In Fortnite, a lot of the cards were literally $5, $10, $15, $20,000. In PSA 10, the Black Knight was $50,000. The Peely was $10,000. These are USA Crystal Shards. Fish Sticks was $10,000. Drift was $10,000. Not $10,000. The Drift and Fish were probably closer to $5,000 to $7,000. But these cards were just so excruciatingly expensive and so rare that it just became impossible to obtain. And I think this is what started to harm Fortnite, was that it was not able to be collected by everybody on the first set. The first 2 sets were rough like that. The third set got better because it's more collectible and people seem to like it, but they stopped making cards, so we couldn't see what was going to be the end game of that. And the meet in the middle that the community started to do was to value hollow foils, which were similar to the epic rarity of Lorcana, just so you can have some kind of collector's piece of your favorite card. It did create such a divide on what you could obtain, what you can't really realistically get when it came to these top characters and top arts. And it was worrisome. It made me worried that what would happen to Fortnite. And then just in that card market, they stopped producing cards. I don't think it had to do with how rare the cards were. I think that the company of Epic just was not fully invested into making a card game, because it was produced by Panini. Panini was a big believer in card games. They were ready to keep going. It just didn't happen. So all of this to say is rarity a harmful aspect to what a card market and a card TCG for collectors could be? And the answer is it is harmful unless the collector base becomes true collectors and values the lower tier sets, the lower tier product. And we'll get to that. But I just want to just show you all these top cards. They're all over $800. We're scrolling through like 30 cards, and then we finally get to a $500 card. These are still expensive. And then these are, I'm sorry, not 500. If we scroll from the top, let's see any card that the lowest listing is under $700. Look how long it takes us to get to a lowest listing. And this Elsa, I bet you if you even pull it in, it's not even gonna be. It might be Japanese or something. No, this person's no, Japanese. There you go. So this one's Japanese. Japanese. I mean, to get to the first one that's USA, it's $1,000. 700. This is gonna be the first one. So you had to scroll all the way down, and these cards are still $700. You get to another Enchanted, lowest is $1,500. So it is insanity how far you have to scroll. We found one card that was under $700. Now we got the Leela. Now we're getting to some that are actually under $700. You have to get all the way to the end. So it's like 30 to 50 cards are over $700 as raw cards. We're not even talking about PSA 10s. And they all are gorgeous artworks. So what could we realistically do as a collector? Jeez, this bell looks good. I've never seen it before. That's an amazing artwork. That Means No Worries is an amazing artwork. That's the dream card right there. So many nice cards. So much beautiful artwork. All of these cards are just absolutely stunning. It's crazy. It's crazy what Lorcana was able to do. Man, Fabled will never fall. So now let's just go ahead and look at what will determine if the card market will survive. Because we all cannot get every Enchanted of all these cards because they will continue to go up. And it's going to be unobtainable. No matter how much money anybody thinks they have, you're not going to be able to buy all these cards because it is just too expensive, as we found out in Fortnite. What ended up being the case of a way around it was you're not going to be able to get PSA 10s and PSA 9s of these top cards. You're not going to probably even get PSA 8s. You're going to have to be getting like PSA 5s and 6 quality. Or if you're a raw collector, you just got to get light played or heavy played to actually just have this card in your collection. And then that will be one of the shifts that I do expect to start happening, that even the more damaged or beat up cards will start having value if someone really just wants the artwork. But if you're willing to adjust your expectations and get a different kind of rarity, it would be the epics like we talked about before. You're gonna have to get this kind of artwork to really collect the character, to get the Aurora, the Elsa, the Buzz Lightyear. What happened to the Mickey? When did this happen? They bought that out too? Good gracious, this market is going, it is fit. Oh my god, it's a great artwork. I should have bought more. See, and then it makes you question everything you do, because when I was started back like 3 months ago, I was just picking up epics because I just thought the artworks were cool, and I didn't buy multiples. I think I bought 2 Mickeys. I don't even think I bought that many. These are going crazy. So it may already be happening that the collectors are just seeing what they can go ahead and pick up, but it's giving me worried that even these epic cards, so they can get manipulated extremely easily too, because you can just have one person buy 50 and then the market is gone. And then imagine you have 2 or 3 people willing to do that. That's my only worry if we don't get reprints. And then they're not going to be able to reprint to a certain extent. They're not going to be able to reprint all of these, so I don't expect them to do it. They might just do 1 or 2 sets because they know what's happening. But other than that, they're not going to knock these out. Like, you can get these Elsas for a great price still. The Alice is a nice looking artwork. You can see all the nice artworks of all these epic cards just so you can have it in your collection. Enjoy the artwork. Enjoy being a collector. Geez, this Sudden Scare is a great price. It's just realizing what you can realistically buy and what could be your realistic expectations to add to your collection, because we're not all going to be able to get every Enchanted, especially in a PSA 10 and more than likely not a PSA 9. That boat has sailed. Your last thing that you can really buy right now that will have huge value is booster box cases of any set that's under MSRP. I think we probably have another 2 months before that's done, especially if the rip and shippers come. But it's just the epics. This Moose is a great artwork too. Just appreciating the potential that you can just keep this market alive, enjoy your collection, and still grow. Because the move, if you're just trying to get these Enchanted at some point, from what I used to do when I was in the market with such rarity, was used to, in Fortnite, it was hollow foils, grade them in the PSA 10, and then just sell and trade them to get the crystal shards. It works the same kind of game when it comes to Enchanteds and epics and Lorcana. You want to just grade these epics, sell them on eBay, trade them out, get anything you can to raise your value, raise your collection value, so that you can actually get these Enchanted. So let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to raise the idea and concept that we have to start looking at alternatives to really start building your collection. As you can see how cheap some of these epic cards are. But we're still in a good spot. I think there are going to be true collectors coming in too, and then they will make the notice that I'm seeing, that you can just pick up epic cards as your way around the crazy market. But we'll see how many people actually do that and how many people are actual collectors, or is it going to be just mainly investors coming in. Peace, and see you guys soon.